Thanks so much, Kathleen. The topic of mental health in sports is relevant now more than ever before. And with Virginia Tech softball team getting ready to take the national stage this weekend, WFXR's Sports' David DeGuzman sat down with the man behind the scenes who is responsible for helping to maintain the mental health of the Hokies.
Behind the rising success of Virginia Tech softball is a man you won't find on the field or in the dugout.
What has helped our team personally, I think, is like Dr. B.
Gary Bennett is our sports psychologist, and Dr. B meets with our kids regularly, and I think he meets with quite a few one-on-one.
Just if there's anything that we want to talk about as a team, we're open to go to one-on-one meetings with him.
Gary Bennett works with the entire Virginia Tech athletics program and says the pandemic, as well as recent suicides of college athletes across the country, have brought the topic of mental health in sports to the forefront.
You know, those are really sad stories, and those have gotten attention, and certainly I think caused a lot of administrators to look more closely at the way student-athlete mental health is being addressed.
Dr. Bennett, you've been doing this for nearly 3 decades now with Virginia Tech. What's changed even in the last 5 years or so with the types of issues and the types of struggles that student athletes are facing these days? Because it's safe to say that the world that they're growing up in is a very different world from the world that, you and I grew up in.
2 words: social media. That is a huge difference. Up until a few years ago, other than newspaper stories or, a TV report like yours, student athletes wouldn't see much attention to what they were doing on or off the field. Now every move is kind of scrutinized, and there's no avoiding it.
What are some of the conversations you're having with other mental health professionals around the country?
The biggest challenge has been making sure athletic departments have resources available. If you don't have people available to help student athletes, I think that's step one.
Virginia Tech has been proactive in tackling mental health issues. Last fall, it required every team to undergo suicide prevention training. But Dr. Bennett admits there's a disparity in the NCAA between Power 5 schools and everyone else when it comes to providing mental health resources.
So the Power 5 schools can afford it. Yeah, those smaller schools or Division II, Division III conferences and teams have to scramble and find other resources.
Dr. Bennett says there are ways for everyone involved in sports to help reduce athletes' pressure.
Parents have a key role in that. The way they are handling their son or daughter's preparation, and parents can put a whole lot of pressure in ways that sometimes will cause their children to turn away from their sport.
And if a student athlete is struggling, Dr. Bennett offers this one piece of advice.
Talk to somebody, anybody. It might be your coach, it might be a minister, a teammate, but you don't have to suffer in silence.
And that was David DeGuzman reporting. You can watch his extended interview with Dr. Bennett right now on our website, WFXRTV.com. Kathleen?
A very important conversation. Thank you.